So picture this. It is wedding day morning and the bride and bridesmaids are all in the bridal suite. The hairstylist is there. The makeup artist is there. Everybody's getting ready. Then the guys arrive and nobody's there to help them. The venue might not even have a groom's room. What is the solution for the guys? We were down at the Grand Rapids Bridal Show and we met a company that has an answer. Welcome to the Wedding Planning Experts podcast, hosted by Dan and Andrea DeWard, owners of Full Circle Weddings. After 25 years in the wedding industry, owning and operating multiple wedding venues, hosting hundreds of ceremonies and receptions, we provide tips to help brides and grooms plan their weddings stress-free and on budget. So let's dive in and talk about all things weddings. So we're down at the Grand Rapids Bridal Expo. I'm excited to talk with you, MJ. I'll let you introduce your company name.
Yeah, the Mobile Barber Company.
The Mobile Barber Company. I saw your booth down a little bit farther down from ours. It caught my attention right away. And then I went down, I saw you interacting with some of your people, and I'm like, I've got to talk to this guy.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it's my first time doing a show, anything like this. My second year in the business of mobile barbering. And so this has been an awesome opportunity just to see what that wedding industry has to offer and what I can bring to the wedding industry. And we're getting married next year. So it kind of,
congratulations.
Thank you. So it kind of two birds, one stone type of thing, you know, we're able to see what's out there as well. So,
well, congratulations right off the bat on the engagement and soon to be wedding. That's great.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
So how did you get started doing the mobile barbering?
It started during COVID.
Okay.
I wasn't a barber, but I had been cutting hair since I was 12 years old. And I was initially a boxing fitness instructor. And when COVID happened, that shut down all the fitness and people just started coming to me to get their haircuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not a barber, right? I mean, but everyone was coming to my home. And at that time, people coming into your space with the COVID going on, I'm like, I got to figure something out. So I thought about going into people's spaces, but I'm like, I have allergies to dogs. Some people have dogs and some people have conditions that you can't control. So I wanted to control the environment. So I'm like, let me see what's out there. And there was actually a company in London. I forget the name of it. Sorry, company in London. But they were doing a mobile barbering in this Sprinter van. And it was all set up in the Sprinter van and they were going to and fro and doing hair. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I brainstormed, what do I need to do to make this a possibility? I enrolled at Douglas J. Barber School, and I went in there, I knew how to cut, but I went in there with a very open mind, like, hey, there's things I don't know. Let me learn it all. And after that, I jumped into some barbershops and some salons. And then I got into a suite, and then from the suite, I was able to save up enough money and find what I could use as a mobile barber unit. I went for Sprinter vans at first, but they were too short. I'm 6'6", so I can't fit. And so while I was looking, I ran into some of the trailers and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I fit in here. It's not too big. I don't know how to really tow it yet, but I can figure that out. So that was it. It was born. Everything was set up in the unit that I have already. I just did a couple of additions and customized it to my liking and made it comfortable. And there it goes. It was born.
How long did it take you to get through barber school? I mean, our daughter is a stylist, for hair. And I know what her process was like. Andrea had her license actually also in cosmetology. But for barber, is that a different length and a different process?
Yeah, barbers, actually Michigan holds the longest hours of any state in America. 1,800 hours you need. So it's a little longer than a year in there cutting hair. And thankfully I had some experience cutting hair because going in there with no experience is really rough. So I took full advantage and, it was the best thing. I loved it.
Nice. Well, they train you well then. You're putting the hours in.
For sure. That was Douglas J's first year of doing the barber school component. So there were some learning curves. They were still working out kinks on how they were going to instruct and how they were going to put the classes together. But like I said, I was a straight book nerd. I was into all the books. I was paying attention to everything. Didn't waste any of the minutes of those 1,800 hours. So
Yeah.
I took full advantage. It was working.
And I think the trailer's a wise move too, because it's a lot less costly than what a Sprinter would be, and
For sure.
tabs and maintenance and everything. It's easier
For
to pull
sure.
that around. So I
Yeah.
saw, the photos and images of your trailer, and I'm like, this guy's got a nice little niche going. I love what he's doing.
Thank you so much.
What
Yeah.
does a day look like, when you're going out off site? I mean, with a wedding, what do you envision? Or I don't know if you've done a lot of them yet, or if it's still a growing market that you're tapping into, but
Yeah.
what does that look like when you're going out, let's say, to a wedding? What do you envision? How did that process for the guys?
Yeah, I've done about five or six weddings in my first year. This is year number 2.
Okay.
And it kind of happened on accident. Somebody asked if I was available to do their wedding, and I did that first wedding, and I was like, oh, I love this. Let me tap into it and do more. But it wasn't with the unit yet. They just wanted me as the barber to go to where they were
In their
because
location,
in their
inside.
location, right? But now I'm like, I can bring the location to the location and take care of everybody. But the process goes, I do a consultation with a client, ask how many they have in the groom party, what they want, where the location is, and I kind of dial it up that way, see how far it is, and how many people, how many barbers I might need. I might need another barber. That's rarely the case though. But I go to the venue, whatever time they need me. It's usually in the morning because it's a lot of guys sometimes. And
Yeah.
I cut everybody, and everybody's hanging out. And by the time it's time for pictures, they're ready to come on out of the trailer, and it's good.
You know what I really like about your concept, and I don't know if you've thought about this or not. I always do. A lot of venues, they focus on the bridal suite, the bride's room.
Yes.
So they have big, beautiful suites for the brides, and a lot of times the guys are kind of left in a closet somewhere, to
It's
change
so
and
true.
get ready or whatever.
If they even get a closet.
If they get a right,
Yeah.
if they get a closet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat that you're bringing out a space for them to hang out in, or get ready, or just prep, and you can help them.
Absolutely.
It gives them their spot if that venue doesn't have it.
Yes, and that's what I was cold calling venues actually the first time, and I was letting them know what services I was offering. Like, hey, I can bring the space there, but it's hard for them to envision that if they don't see it.
Right.
So just cold calling, yeah, it sounds good, but can I get some pictures, a video? So I was still learning how to do that. So this was an awesome opportunity so people can actually see it
Yes.
and see what that looks like. But the website shows you everything as well. I'm able to put up the pictures and they can see what that looks like. So.
Which is good. I went on there and that was nice and user friendly. Tell us a little bit about who you are and your story, which I like.
Thank you so much. I love weddings in general, so just being a part of that and taking care of the groom, because it seems like we get ignored a lot of times in that process. But for me to be able to cater to them and make sure their experience is just as nice, that's the goal.
I love it. I think you're going to do well and grow well with
Thank
this.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. So how far in advance are the grooms usually booking you for their dates?
I don't need much notice. I can make room. My normal clients are on a subscription basis, and I have everybody booked out once or twice a month already. Their schedules are already locked in.
So real quick to confirm. So obviously this is used for weddings. The trailer's used for weddings, but are you taking this for, you say, subscriptions for clients that you go to you go to them on a regular basis?
That's number one, actually.
Oh.
The wedding is the secondary thing, and I'm trying to get more into it, like we said earlier, more into the wedding space.
Right. That'll keep you busy on the weekends.
Exactly, that too. But I have so much going on with this thing. I'm looking at Team Barber for the Michigan State football team, Western Michigan football team. I'm looking at all these different possibilities. So I just want to get to the point where I'm stretched so thin, and then I can copy and paste.
Scale it.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Create your foundation first and make it structured well and go from there.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a tip that you could provide guys for their wedding related to getting ready and, the consultation and
Mhm.
how much time should they leave with you maybe on the front end, before the photos start and everything? How much time do you think you'd like to spend with them
Oh, that's
so
a
they're
good
so they're
question.
comfortable, so
Yeah.
they're not rushed?
Yeah. If I could give them any tips, I'd say start looking now what you want the look to be. What are you going for? Because a lot of times I get guys that I don't know, man, just do something. I'm like, I can do anything, but
You need some direction.
give me some kind of direction, a feel, or a celebrity that you like, that you want to kind of mimic that look. That's extremely helpful, and that will help with the timing as well, because I can achieve a certain look in that amount of time.
That makes sense. I guess you would need to know that in order to determine how much time you need, and like you said, how many other barbers, if more, you need to accomplish that goal.
Absolutely. As well as the groomsmen as well.
Yeah.
So that's all in the consultation. And again, if somebody has really long hair and they want to keep that long hair, that's also added time, because I have a lot more to manage and deal with. So it really depends. The consultation is the heartbeat of everything when it comes to that.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
The input equals the output. You got to know what you're
Absolutely.
dealing with to give them good
Absolutely.
structure.
Yeah.
Do you have any like unique requests or fun stories from any of your clients you've done? Something that they wanted special?
Any fun, unique requests?
Or crazy
Actually,
locations.
oh man, a couple. One was a funeral home,
Okay.
and that bugged me out. But I was very new and fresh, and I never say no to a haircut because I
Sure.
love cutting hair.
Yep.
And that was a little trippy, but I did it. I did it.
That would be.
Yeah. And a location, my first time on Michigan State campus, there were some guys that came by and they asked for a back shave.
Oh, okay.
I said, if you have hair, I can cut it, but I'm not cutting your back,
Right.
man.
That's not on
Come
your
on,
list.
that's- Come on,
That's
guys.
not on the menu.
I don't think that'd be on my list either.
So that was pretty wild, but you have to have a sense of humor, and you have to be able to talk to people and meet them where they are. So it's all been fun. I love what I do.
That's awesome. And I can tell watching you interact with the couples, that came by your booth and just observing that looked like you really have a passion for it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's and it started when I was a kid. I used to draw a lot, and when I stopped drawing, I needed another creative outlet. And at the time, my mom was cutting my hair, and she was absolutely butchering me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try it. I can't be that much worse. So I started doing my own hair, and it turned into another canvas for me to draw on. Only the clipper is the pencil.
And then the others started, it sounds like your friends and other people you knew started coming to you.
Absolutely.
That's how it
Yeah.
grew.
Yep. My grandmother, she was a foster parent, and she fostered a lot of kids, and they were all my subjects, all of them. So I
Oh.
was able to cut everybody's hair.
That's a win-win right there.
Yeah, exactly. And I played sports too. I played at Michigan State, so I was team barber as a student. And
Oh, so that gives you a nice in.
exactly. Well, we've had so many coaches now.
Mhm.
It's hard to say, like,
Right,
hey,
right.
I was there, so let me in. But that's still a work in progress, and I'm confident I'll be able to get in there.
Nice.
Just be a part of the team again.
So how can grooms get a hold of you, or brides if they want to reach out for their groom? How can they reach you? Is it website, phone number? Share your contact information.
Sure. Yeah. The Instagram is the Mobile Barber Company, and the website is themobilebarbercompany.com. TikTok is the Mobile Barber Company. I kind of hit a sweet spot like you did. I
You
found
did.
everything was available.
Nice.
Phone number is 517-402-7640. I take calls, and we can do a consultation over the phone. Everything's on the website. Everything's on the social medias. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm here for it.
That's awesome. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you down here at the expo. It was great. I'm great to make the connection. We hope to refer anybody we can your way.
Please do.
We will also add your links to our website just in case anybody needs to connect or sees it on
Absolutely.
Wedding Planning Experts. We'll share that.
Please do. Yeah.
All right.
And
Nice
I'll send you
talking
some
to you.
photos and stuff too.
Oh, that'd be great.
Please.
That'd be
Yeah.
great. Well, great talking to you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
If you're enjoying Wedding Planning Experts, make sure to follow us on Apple Podcast and leave a quick review. It helps other couples find the show and keeps us bringing you honest wedding advice without being overwhelmed. If you're listening on an audio platform, you may also view the video podcast at weddingplanningexperts.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.